Go. Huh? Welcome to the Tuckcast with a splash of bourbon presented by Tuckasegee Fly Shops with locations in Bryson City and Sylvan, North Carolina. Be sure to follow the crew on Facebook at Tuckasegee Fly Shop, Instagram at Tuck Fly Shop, and YouTube at TuckasegeeFlyShop.com for the latest information and instructional videos. Be sure to visit TuckFlyShop.com for all things fly fishing in Western North Carolina and beyond. Remember, the online store is always open. This episode of the Tuckcast is brought to you by Tuckasegee Fly Shop. Of course, who else, right? Us guys. I'm your host, Shannon Big Mess Messer, joined by Bobby the Bearded Wonder Bennett and Coach Dell Diesel Collins.
Ooh, that cut off quick.
Oh, my bad.
Usually you fade it out,
my
man.
bad, man.
I was waiting for the fade.
I got them funky fingers, man. My bad. Yeah. You know, when you learn this information here before you go live on air, it just kind of like stresses you out a little bit.
What do you? What's that mean? What's that
Enter
say?
the password for Apple ID verification.
It looks like it's good. It's still
Not now, Siri.
Anyway, everybody, welcome back to another good episode of the Tuckcast with a splash of bourbon. It's kind of an interesting one here for sure, to say the least. Kinda. I don't know if you
Way to hype it up, Shando.
hype it up. I don't know who's excellent.
This might be interesting. We
this
don't know. We never guarantee
might not be
anything.
interesting, but it depends. But before we get into that, and we got a lot of comments. We had some comments from the last podcast when we were talking about the bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
We had some folks reply back to us, and one person, and for you folks that haven't listened to it, go back and listen to it. It was like a top 10 special, maybe like a special blend list from Uprocks or whoever it was, but
Some other website.
And we were just kind of going through it, and Dell was doing his best Morgan Freeman impersonation, reading that.
That was not good.
Yeah, and it was G-rated, but it turned out okay. But we had a few comments back about, you know, some bourbon that other folks like out there, and then one gentleman said he liked the Angel's Envy. Chris did, and Earl was Eagle Rare, and Skunt again made a comment about some Four Roses. So so it was good to hear.
Were
back.
you drunk texting me last night?
No.
Yeah, when you were telling us about Four Roses.
It's like
No.
Four Roses is
I know it's
a rose emoji, and hold on.
It's like corrected, like it didn't finish.
Oh,
like,
sure.
Yeah.
It was like you forgot to finish the word.
That's what she said.
No, she didn't say that at all.
Shannon and Bobby. Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is going out to the world. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't show them that. The Four Roses rose emoji is good, Stu.
Yeah,
S-T-U.
I assumed it was going to be stuff.
It was good stuff. Yeah.
Unless you called Dale Stu, and I don't know
Hey,
about
Stu. What's up,
Wait.
Stu?
Shannon, you're not texting Stu.
Hey, Stu. But it was, and thanks to, to Doug and Boot for that. That was one of the
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
birthday presents for the
Yeah.
surprise birthday, and I really appreciate that. And
that.
it was definitely a nice, smooth. It was good. It was good. So yeah. So appreciate that,
I'll
Doug.
have to
and Boot.
open my bottle of that.
Yeah,
I've got
you
a
should.
bottle.
Yeah,
Let's
you
see
got
that.
one. Yeah. How long have you had it?
Since last Christmas, I haven't
Okay.
opened it.
All right.
Mm.
Gotcha. Did you guys go out and maybe buy the Woodford Derby?
I haven't bought
Blend
any
or
of
anything,
the
yeah.
top 10 thing.
Mm-mm.
I was waiting on one of you guys to bring in that $700 one. So
You're gonna be waiting.
Well, it was funny. Fred, or I guess it was Fred. We were at dinner the other night with Fred and Bob.
Okay.
And we were talking about the Derby edition. He's like, "Well, what would you do if you got a bottle of it?" And it was kind of like, "Why are you asking, Fred?" I'm thinking like, is he gonna find one for us or what? Right? I was like, "Would you drink it or not?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, it's like, well, yeah, I'd drink it, but then it'd be worthless."
yeah, we were talking about if it'd be worth
Yeah.
anything in like 20 years because it's at the
Right.
2020
Yeah.
Derby edition from the Kentucky Derby. So.
I'm 50. I'm drinking it.
There you go.
Y'all got a little bit more grace
Yeah,
period.
Shannon said,
Your
I don't have
shelf
time to-
life is a little bit.
I don't have time to wait for it to get worth something.
Your shelf life should be longer than mine right now. at this
Screw my
point in time.
boys. They don't need any inheritance from me. Just leave.
Absolutely.
Take it all with
yeah,
me.
no doubt too, man. The other thing too that happened in Saturday is we got a little 15 pack from was it PK?
PK.
PK, man, we appreciate that. I know
Sweetwater
he
Brew.
listens to the podcast there, the Hop Hash Easy IPA, man. We appreciate that, man. So
Tasty.
yeah, yeah. Just,
Tasty.
you know, we've had
Dale's got a Miller Lite over there.
you know, the folks. We had folks in the shop
was
today
cold.
from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Listen to the podcast there. So
Yeah.
you know, they're traveling back home, I think, starting tomorrow. So if you're listening to this, we appreciate you. Hope you have safe travels.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Land of 1,000 lakes.
Yeah.
So they say.
I've never been to Minnesota.
Somebody had to count them.
Well, that's why they just said, you know, if you say 1,000 lakes, like it might be on the money, but it's probably not, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's probably like 897.
I think there's actually more than 1,000. I think that's the joke that there's
10,000 lakes?
truly there's more than what they say. Yeah.
know.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, if you're from Minnesota and you know, just
Minnesota.
hit us up on our comments page. Let us know what how many lakes there is up there in Minnesota. And shout out to the folks in Paducah, Kentucky. We left you out.
Paducah.
Paducah. We did talk about Kentucky, but not Paducah. But anyway, we got Paducah. Well, cool. So, who wants to talk about or maybe introduce what
what we're doing today?
what we got going on, and just kind of give the details of this epic
Yeah.
adventure that we're going to go down here.
Dale?
I don't know.
I mean, only thing I know is
No,
I think
okay.
this is Bobby's baby here.
It is. It was somewhat my idea. So we've got some friends that come down and fish with us. Fred and Bob were here this week. Gene couldn't make it, but they come down, and they always have paydays on the fishing trip, and they always give us some while they're fishing with us. And it got me thinking, like the last
Get the
time they
fun
were here,
pack.
is they get the Costco fun pack thing. Yeah,
and we are talking candy bars. We're not
candy bar.
talking
Payday
like
as far as in the peanut caramel candy bar thing. So I was thinking, like, what is the best candy bar to take? And at Halloween, my wife bought a big old bag of candy for her people at work, and there was some stuff in there I'd never had, and I was like, man, there's a lot of candy out there I've never eaten. Not that I eat a lot of candy, but so I kind of came up with this idea of let's do a bracket system of candy bars that will be the best candy bar to take on your day on the water. So we're definitely going to obviously observe taste. We're gonna taste test them. But, you know, Fred actually brought up a great thing to me and Dale the other day is you also got to think about other things like, does it melt during those warmer months, you know, depending on where you're fishing? Because, you know, we're thinking more mountain streams here where it stays a little cooler, but, you know, you guys may want to take it out on a boat. But a lot of people on a boat have a cooler, so maybe the melt factor is not as big of a deal. You know,
Like, what happens to that candy bar when you drop it in a pool?
Yeah, you know, all those things. But anyways, so we're going to go through them. We've got 16 candy bars, and we're going to do 8 today, 8 next week. That'll get us to the quarterfinal round, and that'll leave us 8 for the third week, which will put us into the semifinal round.
I like your use of the word 8.
And there'll be 4 there. That'll get us to the final round, and we'll do that on I guess that would be the 5th week. So it'll take 5 weeks to go through this. And today being at 8 bars, it'll take a little longer, but as we narrow it down, it'll get quicker. So that's kind of the plan. We want everybody to go to subscribe to YouTube because for this, we also want you to subscribe and comment on this video which one of these candy bars you think will be the winner. And out of all the subscribers on our YouTube channel, we are going to randomly select somebody, and they are going to win a Sims Freestone sling pack, which Dale can hold up if he'd like.
Oh, sorry,
He's
that was
got it
my
there.
cue.
He can hold it up and throw it up there.
I was daydreaming about Twix.
Yeah, so we're going to give that away to subscribers on the YouTube channel. So go check it out, Tuckasegee Fly Shop.
One
YouTube.
lucky winner.
And
We'll take
again,
it all.
comment on the candy bar thing when you do that. And pick the one that you think is going to win, which we're about to go around the table. Now, we're the ones that are judging these. But I want to know y'all's pick. Which one do you think is going to win, Shannon?
Yeah, so just also to clarify this too, these are candy bars that Bobby went out and purchased today that was here in our area.
Yeah, we can't
In that
get
store.
everything.
They were not gifted to us.
The second thing is, as far as the pairings, the matchup was a random draw out of a hat.
Yes.
So there was no trying to put favorites against one or the
Yeah,
other.
we
So
totally
one would
random drew.
advance.
And we
It
have
was
no
totally,
ownership stake in either.
we have none of it. This is just for fun.
Oh, I
That
might
we're
have some
going
stock in Hershey's or
to
something.
do this, and so it's just kind of be more of an opinion based, but that's how we kind of come up to this here. Now there are surprisingly some things in here that I have not eaten, but my favorites out of this here, man, I do like the Hershey's with almonds. would probably be my.
Are you picking that one to win?
My go-to one.
Championship?
But you know, for me, it's the Hershey's with almonds. But I don't think it'll get there. But I'm a Hershey's with almonds guy.
Yeah, I've never had Mounds.
You never have?
Mm-mm.
You know what? It doesn't have no nuts. There's no nuts in a Mounds.
That was the
Did you know that?
best advertising campaign back in the day because you could do two
I remember
candy
some
bars.
people talking about it in middle school, and I was like, "What are they talking about?"
Almond Joy's got nuts and Mounds don't. I mean, you for a company they cover 2 candy bars in one ad.
There it is.
There it is, man. Listen, you was the teacher in school. Look at him. Yeah.
So you still haven't. You still haven't. You're going the political. Who's going to win?
I said.
man, you're just like-
I said Hershey's with almonds. And
Hershey's with
Dale-
almonds.
and
Twix.
You think Twix is
Oh,
going to
Done.
pull it?
Twix.
Twix.
Yeah, that's a good one.
My short and sweet. Twix.
I'm going to go with an outlier that I've never eaten. I'm going to say 100 grand is going to pull it out.
Oh, it could. It's got caramel.
Yeah, 100 grand.
I'm a sucker for caramel, man.
So
I don't see his Baby Ruth isn't up there.
yeah, it is.
Is
It's
it
above
where?
Kit
Oh
Kat.
yeah. That nougat. Mm.
I couldn't find a Three Musketeers to try, which I've never been a Three Musketeers
No,
fan.
I like me
but,
some Three Musketeers.
but I wish I would have had that one. That would.
All right, so we named our favorites. Which one we think it's going to be? So, how's this all work from here?
We got to eat.
from here we got to eat.
Yes.
For those of you that aren't going to go to YouTube and watch this, I will name the candy bars for you really quick. We've got. Let me swing over here. Almond Joy, Snickers, Hershey's Cookies and Cream, Milky Way, Butterfinger, Hershey's with Almond, Payday, Mr. Goodbar, Mounds,
Ooh.
Twix, Whatchamacallit, Baby Ruth, Kit Kat, Reese's Ridiculous, isn't that what that's called? I believe.
Yes.
Outrageous.
Regis Outrageous.
Regis.
All I can see is
Regis.
the us.
Regis.
100 grand and Zero Bar.
Which will be dead last.
Yeah, I don't think the Zero
Zero
Bar is going to
will be
make it
dead
past
last.
the first round.
Dead last.
So today we're going to pick.
That's like the playing game.
Today we're going to do Almond Joy, Snickers. That'll be the first pairing. We'll have Hershey's Cookies and Cream versus Milky Way, Mounds versus Twix, and Whatchamacallit versus Baby Ruth.
Now this is important stuff.
This is huge.
And you know, do you leave this in a cooler in the car? Do you hit, the cooler in the boat? And those are things to take into consideration, of course. But Bobby's pulling out the
Well, when
almond,
it's
the Almond Joy.
75 degrees on November 10th.
Yeah.
Something
No,
to
I
think about.
agreed
It
for
got hot in
sure.
the boat
I
yesterday.
did watch.
Oh, I'm
games.
sure.
I promise.
I mean, it's absolutely.
These are individuals. Which are
Oh
nice.
man. Ooh. Okay.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3. Is that like all that was in the pack?
There's another one in there if somebody really wants it.
Yeah.
Who wants to
All right.
grab it, Shannon?
All right.
Cheers! You gotta cheers each other. Yay!
Yay.
Y'all ever had this?
Oh, we're not.
Oh, I
It's
love
an
Almond
Almond
Joy.
Joy. Not,
Oh, my Lord.
They're good, aren't
Where's this been all my life?
they? Yeah. Almond Joy is
Yeah, I hated coconuts for
really.
ever in life.
yeah.
Wasn't until an adult. I think it was my honeymoon to Jamaica when I started liking coconut. Because they put alcohol in it. I was like, this works.
There's so many jokes I can make there.
My dad, my late dad, loved German chocolate cake.
Mm.
And I was never a fan of German chocolate cake until I got older.
Mhm.
I think the texture of just the shavings of the coconut
Yeah.
just didn't appeal to me.
Do you think this is real coconut?
I hope it is. I don't want to eat fake coconut.
I don't know what's it say on the
Why
package.
would
Let's
what
look.
would fake coconut
I
be?
mean, what are y'all thinking as you eat
I mean, I know you do plant-based stuff.
Yeah, this is out the window with milk chocolate and all this stuff.
it? It's got coconut. Yeah. Real coconut. It says it
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
thing.
real coconut. Yeah, I think that's real coconut.
That's good, isn't it?
It is.
It actually exceeded my
Okay.
expectations there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
You've had Almond Joy before, right? No.
Yeah, but not older. It's not something I would go seek out to purchase because I just didn't really, as a youth, I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't like the texture.
It's
of
like
the,
my second favorite candy
It's like
bar.
it's like Halloween, man. I'm like giving away all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I eat out of the bag.
No, I'm a milk duds, dude.
I made Kara take all the Almond Joys out of that bag she bought.
I take
So-
all the Nerds and Reese's out. Like kids
like
ain't getting them.
Nerds?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I love them.
Okay.
So this first one's tough because these are my 2 favorite candy bars,
This one
Almond
is
Joy
a-
and Snickers.
Yeah.
And that tells you that it was random because I would have never put these against each other.
Yeah. No, this
So-
was a total draw, folks. I mean, it was.
So the next one
So
is
Snickers bars. I mean, Snickers totally has the market on like you're hungry. You need something to get you
Grab
over
a
the hump.
Snickers, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean that's probably my go-to.
I almost got the one that said satisfy, but I got the one that said Snickers instead.
That's a vibe. That's a little bit Clarence Carter action.
I say click on it.
For you folks know what I'm talking about.
All right, we got to make this fair.
Yeah, so don't
Nobody can get the
nobody
end.
can get the end piece.
What have you cut that knife with?
I washed it, but I have cleaned a couple trout with it.
What did he cut the knife with?
I've seen you do that actually. I don't think I want any Snickers bars.
Oh man, this makes sure that we don't get COVID by eating these.
Yeah.
All right,
COVID's gone.
COVID's done. All right, Dale's got his. That is.
What's our ingredients here, Bobby? Milk chocolate.
What is it? Milk chocolate, peanuts, caramel, and the nougat, which I don't know what's in that nougat, but it is good.
You know, I've never looked at a Snickers bar quite
Yeah,
like this
yeah,
before.
I gotta show this
I
to-
mean,
oh,
you're kind of like
bisection.
you kind of see here.
Gotta,
I don't know if you can
show
kind of
it
see.
to the camera. I got to go the
Yeah.
right way.
You know, I don't just see.
Man, it's so hard to line this up with this.
I got it
thing.
here in front of mine. You see it?
All right.
Yeah.
That's much better than Almond Joy.
A lot more going on.
Yeah.
In the thickness. I mean, everything's got to work together on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Man, I'd assume 98% of the population has eaten a Snickers.
Let me get another one.
but the
You can have the rest.
but well, right here.
You can have the end there too.
Oh, yeah,
Remember, we're going to eat later.
it's just breakfast.
Okay. But you got to keep in mind the Snickers melt factor versus the Almond Joy's melt factor.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are we going to have there, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
Snickers good. I mean,
those fun size, man. I mean, they're like perfect. There's
Yeah.
something about Halloween. You get those little fun size ones.
Yeah.
I ate about 10 of them though.
So are
and
we
Eagles
picking a
are-
winner right here?
We're picking between those two. Shannon's gonna hop up and move him.
Man.
I know who I got.
1, 2, 3. Name it. Snickers.
Snickers.
You know, I got to go Almond Joy, man. I know I lost, but
Who'd
I
won?
think that I would go with the Almond Joy there.
Snickers moves on.
I mean, I
All
do
right.
like the coconut, but it's just not going to hold up if you stuff it down in your waders.
Or Snickers is moving on.
Snickers is next.
All right.
Let me go ahead and switch to the board here. Anybody that's watching, we actually have a board. Hold on, Shannon. I'm not ready. There we go. Shannon is moving it over. I think I got Candy Bar on my iPad. You don't knock it over. All right.
There we go.
The first finalist is there.
How long did you work on this board today?
It probably took us, what, an hour?
Not that long, Dale.
We put 2 man-hours on this?
You don't want to know how much the candy bars cost.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yes. So anyway, Snickers has moved on to the next round. So the idea though is we will have this for future contest.
Yeah, because we're going
It's
to do
not.
other
It's
things.
not. It's not a throw out. So yeah.
I'm with you.
We'll hang
Yeah,
on to
yeah,
it.
it's kind of cool. So this next one here though is
We got
interesting.
cookies and cream and what? What's
Yeah,
the other
I've
one?
not.
Milky
I've
Way.
not had the Hershey's cookie and
You ever had that?
cream.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You're gonna like
Now I
this.
like Milky Ways.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you this one's
I
gonna beat.
like
This one's
Milky
going to beat
Ways.
this.
Really?
Mm.
You know, so I kind of you swayed me now. You know, I might have to get an
My-
Almond Joy
So we're doing the yay.
cookies and cream.
Nice thing about these, man, is they break. You can actually break them in the pack
Mhm.
before you open them.
Look at there.
That means they're malleable?
That's because they're Hershey. This thing came out in like 1994, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't believe
what
y'all
it is.
haven't had one of these.
Research, yeah, 94.
I've had them at some point, but it's like
Give me one more.
I said,
can
if I'm hungry, I'm grabbing a Snickers. I'm not grabbing.
you two go.
Looks
for
like
it.
I'm getting an Oreo there in some ways.
It's got little cookie things in it.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Yeah. Crunchy.
Okay.
It's got little crunchy things in it.
Yeah.
It even says Hershey's.
I think this is going to be a pretty low melting point here on this chocolate. Like you can tell it immediately gets
Is it
creamy.
white chocolate?
It's white and it looks like chocolate.
It
No, but I
immediately
mean,
gets creamy.
But
wanna
you know,
know?
white chocolate is got a different.
Melting point?
I think it's totally different when you bake with it.
I don't know. It's good, though. It's very tasty.
I didn't have enough of a bite there to make a decision.
It is kind of.
Dale's, all the candy bar scraps are ending up by Dale for some reason. It's good, though, isn't it?
Low
Notice-
melting point though.
I'm really
Love
serious. I
melting.
mean, he's like, I think this is one of those you need.
Put it in your
Two.
armpit and see how fast it takes
Mm.
to melt.
Yeah. You
This
know
is
in
like-
about 2 minutes.
This is like an episode of Sweaty Balls.
Yep.
Oh, man.
I mean, here we are eating.
Does everybody feel good about that?
Yeah,
Take
I
a
do.
sip of beer.
It's sweaty.
Called Aquafina.
Milky Way.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Milky Way in a long time. It's basically just a Snickers without the peanuts, isn't it?
No, it's to me it's
More
more
Nugent.
along the lines of a Three Musketeers in some way. I think but it's got caramel.
I'm trying to do this.
And I
without
am a
sticking my
sucker for-
fingers all over it.
Keep
guys.
calling it Nugent, like
Nugent.
The
Like
Nuge.
Ted, like Ted.
yeah.
Like Ted Nugent, baby.
Oh my
Ooh,
lord,
So just got one of those, man.
that's like a brick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no peanuts.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you see the
Yep.
Mhm.
How does Snickers let them get away with that?
They're both from Mars,
Ah.
the same company, I believe, aren't they?
There's a mosquito getting you, dude. He's on your hand. Get it? Don't flick it on me. How we got mosquitoes in November?
Oh,
It's Joe
So-
Biden's.
look at that. Look at that right there, folks.
Oh yeah,
I am a fan of a Milky Way.
it's Bryson's favorite right now.
see, it needs peanuts. It just doesn't do it without.
No,
them.
but see, I'm cool without the peanuts.
It looks like the amber from like it's kind of translucent there.
Yeah,
I think it's when you
Best
get to
part.
the end when it all comes together on your palate. So I like
There you go with that coming
I
together.
like I like the I like how the
y'all
chocolate
can have that.
you have the chocolate
I am.
casing around it.
I mean, it's good, but it's not even
No.
close to.
Well, it beats it Hershey's
I would take the Hershey's, the Snickers,
No,
and the
no.
Almond Joy over Milky
No.
Way.
Milky Way.
Milky Way. Milky Way.
So we're gonna have the Milky Way and the Snickers going against each other next.
That's
next-
Well, but you're chewing the Milky Way like 5 minutes later, so it sticks around with you.
Yeah.
Like it's all stuck in your teeth with that caramel and nuge.
Well, y'all eat the rest of that if
Dude,
you
it's
like.
legit.
I'm Milky Wayed out already. Yeah, I don't like it. You know what it reminds me of when you finish it though? That I do like. I mean, I shouldn't say I don't like it. That's wrong. I would eat that. Don't get me wrong. I just wouldn't eat it over the others. It reminds me of drinking one of those Starbucks cappuccino coffee things at the end. It's got like that kind of flavor to it.
It's the caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Milky Way, man.
Milky Way wins.
Move it, Shannon.
Milky Way. Milky Way.
Slide it over.
Going up.
Yeah, like nom, nom.
I mean,
Thanks, Brian Hester, for the Miller Lite. All right.
I'm waiting for like 5 of these candy bars just to fall off this thing, off our board there.
All right, so what's next?
Next would be Mounds and Twix, which, I mean, do we even need to taste these?
Yeah, man. I'm not. Yeah, I mean that's what we're here. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it.
I think we all know.
Might be sick after this round. Excuse
I
me.
mean, we've already gone through 4. We're doing good, man.
We only got 4 more to go. 4
Mm.
more to go.
Mounds, by the way.
So we're only doing half this board. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just
Now, this is dark chocolate with coconut, no
Ooh.
nut. It's basically the difference of this and Almond Joys.
Almond Joy's got nuts.
So you know,
Mound.
dark chocolate's plant based.
It's better
Is it
for you,
really?
right?
Is this coming off
So
the
you can,
bean?
You
I
can
mean,
you can actually eat this on a plant based diet.
so what makes it a plant based?
Cocoa?
Well, do you not have cocoa and other
Sure
chocolate?
you do, but you got milk and all that.
Oh, so
There's
this
milk,
is
you got milk
okay.
chocolate.
all right. So see, we're learning.
So I'm not a huge dark chocolate fan.
I love it. It's going to keep me awake tonight, though.
Yeah.
Go home.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan.
This would be really. Now I'll tell you what.
More if it's cold. If it
I
was
might.
cold.
I might have to bring some bourbon next week
For Mounds?
and taste these all over again, paired with the bourbon,
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously what you're
like
cleansing-
wine and cheese.
We'll do that next month.
Yeah. I don't know. You see that flood watch? We might have time tomorrow. Flood watch from tomorrow or 1 a.m. tonight until Thursday evening.
It's coming.
Mm.
It's a lot of chewing today.
Yeah. Candy, that is.
This is very rich.
Mm-hmm.
It is rich.
You couldn't
Yeah, it's
do,
almost too rich.
You couldn't do a whole pack of these.
But I think I would like it
gosh.
if it was cold, like out of the fridge.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good.
But
I don't
after you
think I'll
get
ever
like,
want it again.
once you kind of get halfway.
But now this is for fly fishing, right?
yeah. So
like
you,
the
no,
application,
I
the
know. I'm
context.
just yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think this could be for the guy that's on the DH that his car's right there and he throws it in his cooler and keeps it there and
Yeah.
gets it
I
at
mean-
lunchtime.
I mean,
These coconut things are a good jolt of sugar, for sure. And mostly natural, I'll say, with the coconut, right?
I mean, no, I doubt it's mostly natural. No, there's about 50 things in this candy bar.
Oh gosh.
So,
That's not good.
Only on the Tuck Cast with a splash of bourbon. Will you
It does have. It is gluten free.
get a candy bar. There you go.
All right, so it's going up against
Man,
Twix.
that is incredibly rich.
Before I even taste this, I'm
Do
gonna
we have
go
the
ahead and
left Twix or the right Twix?
It says 4 left. What's that mean?
There's 4 on the left.
There's right up there.
That one says on the right.
So this one we've got the left. Yeah, 4 left.
You normally have one on the right, one on the left.
Before we even taste this, I'm already going to go for a Twix. Because what are you reading? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was reading the ingredients.
No, Dell's telling puns over there. Now, their commercials right now are pretty good.
That bug got in our plate here.
That's all
Off
right.
your knife.
All right, y'all can have half of
You know,
one.
the right Twix and the left Twix is.
Oh, there's milk fat. See, when you're plant based, you got to watch everything.
Yeah.
There's milk fat.
Man, those
in
are
this
hard
thing.
to cut. Twix are hard if you're cutting them from the bottom. Almost took Shannon's finger off.
So you see right here, it's a unique perspective.
Yeah,
on
because it's
looking
like a
at
cookie in the center,
it.
right?
It really is.
With
It's
the
almost like
caramel.
So
a
what's the difference in this and milky?
like a wafer.
Crunchy cookie,
It's
delicious caramel, creamy
Yeah.
chocolate
more of that.
on the top.
This
front.
to me,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is what's competing directly with Kit Kat
a little bit of a cracker.
because
Yeah.
Kit Kat's more of a wafer, so the Twix is competing with that.
I love a Twix.
I do too. I think Twix is going to be.
The Mounds was good, and I'm on my next few trips. I'm going to go get some coconut candy, Almond Joy
Okay.
or Mounds, and I'm going to have them out there in the cooler.
Paul.
But
There you go.
for Twix versus Mounds in that context, yeah, it's going to be Twix.
Mars. This is made by Mars. Man, Mars has just got it going on when it comes to candy bars.
Oh yeah,
They're good.
they're a
Yeah.
private company though. Mondelez owns like Oreo and all them other things. Them snack company. Oreo has scientifically been proven to be the most addicting snack there is.
Oreos.
You can't eat just one. You can't.
Well, is it
I'm not a
safe?
huge Oreo fan, so I can.
So is it safe to say that Twix is moving on with
I'm going with Twix. What do y'all think?
Twix.
Twix. That's
Unanimous.
unanimous.
That's the
First one.
Yeah.
Twix is moving on.
Twix it is. Yummy, 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 yummy.
I'll do my best.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
So the next one is the whatchamacallit.
I haven't had a whatchamacallit in like 30 years.
I mean, that's like the original hashtag. They don't believe in spaces in that label.
You going to stay up? All right. I'm starting to get too much sugar.
Yeah, I'm feeling like.
That's why the water is important to have.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to whatchamacallit. I remember that back in the
Whatchamacallit and a Baby Ruth. What
back
do
in
you
the
think
80s.
about?
Back in the
Baby Ruth.
early 80s, whatchamacallit was a thing.
Yeah.
Yes. They were about half the size of this one here that Bobby got.
Who makes these?
If I remember, it's kind of more of a
Hershey makes the whatchamacallit.
kind of a maybe it's got some like a ricey texture to it.
Made with chocolate, peanut flavored crisps, and
Crisp. There you go.
caramel.
What
Caramel.
what candy bar did that?
Bow. Oh man.
Bow.
That
Candy
it
bar?
was yeah.
Well, it's a song that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
a
there was
ca-
an
a
ad.
candy
No.
bar company.
Yes,
used it.
it
I
was.
can't remember what it was.
Yes, absolutely. So if you folks know, let us
Ooh,
know.
That's hard.
Yeah,
That's a
boy.
finger.
I don't remember them being that
Gosh.
hard
They're going to be all broke.
What's the expiration date on this one?
last year.
Now, I will say this might be good for this bar making it to the next round.
So, yeah, it's like a Rice Krispie treat on the inside. Look at that.
I was a fan of these when I was
There's a little
in,
bit of caramel.
in early teens. My grandmother always had these over at the
This
house.
thing will put you over the top.
Very crunchy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
A little chewy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, just like at grandma's house. Okay.
Bow.
Oh, this is a tough mashup.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
This
I'm
one's
still-
a tough mashup.
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a lot of sugar. Oh, my gosh. Who came up with this idea?
Fred, you guys.
Nah, but it was Bobby. Bobby told Fred he was going to do it. Right? Or did Fred say do it?
No, it was my idea, but
Kind of started with them though.
there's a lot of sugar.
The seed was planted. Bobby, I mean, I ain't seen you like this before.
All right, last one. Yeah, I'm more of a salt guy.
Well, this is where
Baby Ruth.
the Baby Ruth, but that's definitely where the payday kind of comes in.
Man, I need more water.
Was it the Baby Ruth that was in the pool in Caddyshack? Y'all remember?
Yeah, I thought it was that or a snake. It doesn't really matter at that point.
No, I mean, it was either Baby Ruth or just looking at the packaging.
This is made in the USA.
Yes.
It was Baby Ruth. I'm pretty certain.
Hey, what's UTZ certified mean? UTZ.
I don't know.
UTZ certified. I've never heard of that.
I thought Utz was a company.
Yeah, that's
that has like
company.
Utz.
I
Yeah.
guess UTZ makes this then, maybe? Makes the Baby Ruth? Because I can't see anybody else. All right.
All right, last
Baby
one
Ruth.
for the day. Last
Thank
one
God.
for round one.
We should have done this by regions,
20,
not hemispheres.
20 minutes of tasting candy bars. Now, I used to love a Baby Ruth. I used to.
Yeah, really.
This used to be like my.
Did you ever have the ice cream bar versions of these?
You know
Yeah.
what is the bomb?
That'll be the next one we do.
Yes.
We'll have to have the freezer out here.
The Snickers ice cream.
The Snickers
bar
ice
is-
cream,
Oh
yes.
my gosh, you can eat one of those things so fast. You can never eat like a regular Snickers bar like that. But the
This
Snickers,
is already looking like a winner.
no, it's
So these guys right here, guys. Right here. It looks good. Look at that.
yeah. Look at that.
Again, what's the difference in this and a Snickers?
Hold on. Let's see what it says. Dry roasted peanuts,
Yeah.
rich caramel, and smooth. Yeah, it's very
And
similar.
the peanuts are larger, and you get bigger. You get bigger peanuts.
That's
I mean,
always a bluff.
I mean, there is definitely when it comes to the texture and what you're getting right there.
See, that's not as sweet as the whatchamacallit. I feel like it doesn't have as
Yeah.
much like, ugh.
Yeah.
That whatchamacallit is made for kids.
Mm-hmm. And when I really liked it, I was
Yeah, good.
definitely that 12 to 13,
That's
14.
about the last time I probably had one. Maybe. at the skating ring.
Skating rink, man.
Yeah.
Bobby went to the skate rink.
Dale, did you ever go to skating?
Oh yeah, I had my fourth birthday party there.
Yeah.
I mean, but we're like you, a weekly. I used to go every like Friday
Yeah,
night.
man.
Me and Justin.
Was you
We
doing
go.
like the limbo and
That's
stuff
when
like
you got
that?
to hang out with the girls and
The
you
contest?
skate with them, and they had the couple skate. And
They do like the games where you got to go on. I told you.
that's awesome.
That's it, man.
We need to put that on the jingle.
That was the best advertising. I mean, they got two products in one commercial.
Sorry, I just felt that. I was like, I gotta play that. Yeah, skating rink was good times. Yeah, I was always afraid.
Afraid of what?
Falling
Oh, okay.
hurts.
All right.
Just put some dirt on it, man.
So whatchamacallit versus Baby Ruth.
Baby
What-
Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
I'm going with Baby Ruth also.
Baby Ruth.
Whatchamacallit, that was good, but
It's just a little too much
Too
for me.
much.
That Baby Ruth was that home run hitter.
I feel like if I ate that every time I went fishing, I'd be diabetic really quick.
Yeah. All right.
So Snickers, Milky Way, Twix, and Baby Ruth moved on. I don't think we're really surprised by any of those, are we? So next week, we will do the Butterfinger versus the Almond Hershey's, the Payday versus the Mr. Good Bar.
here we go. Here's another one.
Oh, my goodness.
That's not quite as good as.
No, I don't remember that.
This dude, guy playing baseball, this kid playing a catcher, just pulls it out from his catcher's gear and eats a Hershey's bar.
Yeah,
That tells you it's great.
That's that old
No.
dude from the Bad News Bear, man. Remember he had the chocolate bar.
1987.
No, man.
Man, that's a long time ago.
Oh, I was thinking about other things in '87. Then
So then we
Hershey's.
got on the right-hand side of the bracket.
I was
for next
17,
week,
man.
Oh,
I was thinking
I was like positive, negative.
it's all positive.
We got. These two won't let me finish.
It's candy sugar high.
Yeah.
What's that, Bobby? What's that?
We got the Kit Kat versus the Reese's
can't talk.
outrageous, and the 100 grand versus the zero. Now, out of those 8,
What are the odds
Is
that
that
100 grand's going to face zero?
so
I mean,
that's
really?
actually a good
I
point.
mean, really?
100
Why
grand
not?
versus the zero.
Zero.
I think the 100 grand will beat the zero. I think the Kit Kat will win.
Who's Kit Kat?
The
Yeah,
Reese's
I think so
outrageous.
because I think that outrageous
It's gonna be way too much
It's going to be
sugar.
way outrageous.
And then
What do we got?
I think the Hershey almond and the Payday are going to move on the other side.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Butterfingers, but I like the little Butterfinger small things, and I like them out of the refrigerator.
The Butterfinger sticks with you. It'll stick
does.
in your teeth.
No, it does, man.
Yeah. Tells. All
Yes,
these
I
jingles.
think I see. Becomes a Tootsie Roll.
So I'm gonna show everybody,
Dude, I love some Tootsie Rolls. So for
Forward
me,
one more
Halloween was the candy I like to get at Halloween was Milk Duds and Tootsie Rolls, and I like those Tootsie Pops.
Yeah.
You know, the Tootsie Pops right there.
How many licks does it take to get to the
It
center?
was according to the Wise Old Owl, it was 3 because he
Yeah.
just licked 3 times and just crunched down on it. But I like those
2, 3.
crunch. That was good. That was good stuff, man. As a kid, man, that was awesome. That's what I look forward to at Halloween. Those are definitely my favorites. Milk Duds. Then my wife is good. She'll buy me like a little thing of Milk Duds, and a lot of the other like kids they don't like them.
Yeah.
Like the cousins, like Braden's cousins. I'm like, dude, I'm a sucker for Milk Duds.
You gonna take this on to your kids, Dale?
No, we're still cleaning out Halloween. For the 4 houses that actually did trick or treating in Webster, North Carolina, we were hacked up.
Well, I didn't know there was going to be trick or treating. You sent me the message, and we were watching the Addams Family. But apparently,
He's like,
they
"No,
were,
I'm already in my PJs and my slippers."
No.
That's not what you said. But I was
Exactly.
like, yeah, he's already in his PJs.
No, I don't have any PJs.
Oh boy. Let's just
I
roll
just,
past
I
that.
just,
Keep
just-
on going.
I just keep clothes on, man. I don't. Yeah.
In the
Oh.
Navy, always
you sell
ready.
the 7 C's.
Well,
That's right.
that was fun. That's a lot
It
of
was.
sugar. It makes me. I mean, I'm looking forward to doing next week, but it makes me just a little bit like,
Well, I think the pairings will be different because if you kind of look at what we had right there, we had some coconut, we had a lot of the kind of the nougat, the caramel. This here's totally a different ball game. The one I'm dreading the most is the 0. I'm just not a fan of the 0. I
Yeah.
do like the Butterfinger. The Hershey's almond is by far my favorite. But folks, we're looking forward to see these comments start rolling in here so we can start tabulating those and see what you think.
and subscribe to YouTube so you can
Make
get
sure
in the
you
drawing for the back.
subscribe to do that on our YouTube channel right there, Tuckasegee Fly Shop. Some really good stuff up there too.
Here's one for Laffy Taffy.
Oh,
What's up, homie? Man, what you think that Laffy Taffy gonna do in H-time?
have you heard this commercial before?
Little ice ice, but they
I want to make sure it's still legit, G-rated.
We gotta do that shit video.
It sounds like Shaq talking. This is for Laffy Taffy? That's great.
Shake that Laffy Taffy.
I don't think they're talking about candy.
What the heck, man?
Oh,
I just
man.
totally skewed our YouTube searches.
Oh. Laffy Taffy, Laffy Taffy. Gotta shake that Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy didn't make the cut.
Laffy Taffy.
But that would have been a good one.
No, I'm not a taffy dude, man.
Is Laffy Taffy a candy bar?
Well,
No,
but it's
it's like-
candy. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
they always think of like taffy, saltwater taffy.
mm-hmm.
Then you come to the mountains, you get Gatlinburg taffy,
Yeah.
and then they sell saltwater taffy.
Is that
over there.
you make it sound like it's mountain oysters or something?
I mean, they just everyone's saltwater taffy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just so chewy, or it's just
Yeah.
taffy.
I've never
man.
been a taffy guy.
Yeah, man, that was good.
But
Yeah,
hey,
man.
we can
Yeah,
do it.
I
Yeah.
interrupted you, Shannon. You were giving some really specific instructions. I apologize.
I can't remember on what now. man.
Something about subscribe to YouTube. if you
Yeah, I
wanna
was
be in
going
the
to say, man,
contest.
make sure that you leave us some subscribe to YouTube to start with. We're up to we've jumped up to over 400, up to 403, so we'll be able to tally that up, see where we're at.
Yeah,
A lot of good information on there, anyway. Of course,
check out
and-
all the instructional videos, and
Yeah,
there's a great fishing report on there. I don't know, it's about 16 seconds.
that's right.
Short
We just
and
want to
sweet.
see if the camera worked, and
Short
it
and
did.
sweet.
Man, it
Yep.
was amazing.
It worked.
It does for sure. But do that. We do go back and look at those comments, and we reply back. I kind of type in. I know some of the other guys do as well, and reply back to people.
I got a bunch of
with that.
peanut in my teeth.
Yeah, so that's
Caramel.
make sure you do that. Be sure to share this with your friends and stuff like that. We appreciate the growth we've had this year. We're coming up probably on the year. I can't remember when we started this.
January.
January.
Was it January? So we have to kind of
Close
like
to a year.
boom, have a
About another 6 weeks, it'll be a year.
celebration.
Fishing
Celebration.
report.
You guys are on the
It's going to be wet tomorrow and Thursday.
right.
Yeah, stick to the creeks.
Yep. That's what I would
Blueing
say.
olives all day.
Blueing olives have produced soft tackles. Obviously your normal regular old pheasant tails,
Nymphs with
princes,
orange.
nymphs. Small midges. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Done well.
But it's been a weird DH. I mean, we got tuckfish eating, betas and split case PMD as we like
They've
to call
gotten
them on the-
educated.
Well, it's like they got stocked educated.
Yeah.
I mean, we found one DH. They were eating, dry flies. The stockers were eating dry flies, and the wild fish were eating the nymphs.
Yep, that's exactly how it was.
That's
too.
crazy. Defies logic. But it just shows you got to be prepared for all situations.
Yeah,
You do.
but the fishing has been pretty good in the wild streams this year, man. The parks fished
Yeah.
well, so
These
hopefully
warm,
that continues.
these warm November days just kind of keep it going.
Yeah, hopefully that continues. We'll see what this rain brings us.
Yeah.
It might be a
Awesome.
little bit of
We're
a
going to have a little bit of a cool down, it looks like, but we're still going to be mild. What I
Yeah.
consider mild for November after this. But
I have a feeling early December will be
I'm kinda curious.
gangbusters.
You know,
good
it's-
fishing.
yeah, we'll see what happens weather-wise.
The weather.
The one
OG
thing
fake news.
the one thing I do want to hit on before we close out today is we're getting a huge abundance of phone calls about the Tuckasegee River and
Yes.
the flows on the Tuckasegee River. And one of the things that I try to stress, and I know Bobby and Dale does a great job of this, is look, there's a lot more water here than the Tuckasegee River to fish. And it's okay to get outside that box and find somewhere else to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like 0.1% of the water to fish it. When you think of the DH mileage compared to everything, it's
Yeah,
really
sure.
tiny.
Sure. And now, with that being said, we don't have any other insider information than anyone else out there. What I can tell you and will share with you is the fact that when you go to the Duke generation schedule page and they give you the East Fork flow and the West Fork flow and the Nantahala flow, right up above that, there's a section you want to click that says check lake levels. And once you do that, if you will click on the check lake levels page, you want to select once again the Tuckasegee Nantahala area, and it gives you basically a chart with all the lakes, Nantahala, Glenville, Cedar Cliff, Bear Lake, Queens, yada, yada, yada. But in that particular area is where you can find messages of what Duke Energy is actually doing. Okay, so this is a place like if they're going to run water across a spillway, this is where they post this information. So technically it's there. You just have to go find it. So as we know, right now they're currently trying to drop Cedar Cliff Lake back down to 60 feet so they can continue that upgrade onto the spillway with the dynamic fuses in it that the Regulatory Commission is making them do as far as the upgrades. We got way up in that last tropical system, way up over 70-some feet. Currently today, before we came on hour, the lake was at 63.1 feet.
Okay.
And they've been dumping that water across the spillway. The other message that's up there right now has to do with Lake Glenville, which is on the West Fork side of things. They're having to pull that lake down, they said 12 to 15 feet by November the 20th. Okay? Currently, it was at 90.6 feet. So that's got to come down quite a bit more for them to get to where they can work on that upper spillway gate.
Yeah.
This is information that is currently on the website. You just have to go find it on the website.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we make a short video? Because we know we can put the in-screen thing and put it up on YouTube, and you go through all of this.
We
where
certainly
they
need
can
to
see it. And
And then the other part too is looking at the USGS website and understanding, CFS versus, when the gauge and the height, you can kind of tell a difference when, how is it affecting, how high did the water actually rise versus the cubic feet per second. So we don't have any other information than what you have access to. It's just
we
that
just look at it every day.
we just kind of look at it every day.
so we have it on top of them, top
You
of
know,
head.
And
mind.
I will tell you, we're as disappointed as the next person who walks in our front door that's driven here to potentially wade South River Road, and it's at 9:18. And you're saying, well, there's people out there. If my guy took me out there at 9:18, I'm firing him.
That's
Yeah.
dangerous.
That's
Yeah,
my
it is.
opinion.
It's pretty hefty.
Yeah,
You
that's
got about 200 yards you can wade.
if that.
Yeah.
And you're only moving a few feet off the bank. I mean, I'm just not a very pleasant experience. And we, as a business, we're not going to do that to
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
And if we tell you we're not going to go there, there's a reason for that. For safety, it's not that we're not chasing the dollar. And you see people. Well, there's people out there. Well, that's their choice they made, but we're not going to put you in that situation.
Or
Absolutely.
recommend. It's up to you.
Absolutely, yes. So
I mean, I had floating down the other day. I just thought, it's a matter of time before we have to call the rescue squad.
and that's a good point.
And it's on the news.
Yes, we're very
So
fortunate.
you don't want to make the news.
Yeah. So just
Unless you won the lottery.
yeah, that's right. You go from a 0 to
like-
$100,000.
That's like that time coming through Bogue Sound. I was like, Bobby, I don't want to be on the news. We got to get in.
Yeah.
We were riding them waves back in, man. And
Oh yeah.
then
Okay.
a week later, a little 16-footer capsized out.
That's what I remember you guys talking about that
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Then
Them
the
boats
boat.
going up them rivers.
That's right. Now,
No,
no, the length
You
of boat
do
that you
not.
had was how long?
16.
16. There you go. There you go.
You don't want to be on the news
And you saw that
involving
boat.
water.
Yeah, there you go. Well, cool, man.
It's
So
called Second Love.
So I just wanted to hit that there right quick. We don't mind getting the phone calls, but it's number one, it's not
That's
our
what
fault.
we're here for.
Number one, it's not our fault, but the information's there, and this is where we're pulling it from. So
Yeah. We're happy to help you, but know that
yeah.
I think doing the video will help people.
I
They'll be
think
able to
so.
go look at it and kind of understand it better. So
Well, it's confusing.
we'll try to do that in the next week or so. Make a video of
It's confusing.
the Duke page.
I agree. It's
I
certainly
like it.
confusing. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Like it a lot. Well, cool, man. Well, appreciate
Take
everybody.
us home, Shandog.
Appreciate
Baby Ruth.
No, we're gonna go eat.
We're going to go eat,
We're gonna
and
go
then we're
eat.
doing a presentation for Land
gonna
and
go
Sky
eat.
Trout Unlimited.
Cool deal, man.
Working
Well,
late.
Well, we'll try to record that and post that as well.
There you go. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
We can
Oh, that's
do
a
it.
good idea.
Yeah.
Well, good deal, man. I'm going to try to kind of wing this right here, get us out of
We
here.
can get out of here.
Not get any Freudism, slippage of the tongues, man. Anyway, special thank you to everybody out there listening to the Tuckcast with a splash of bourbon. Be sure to follow the Tuckasegee Fly Shop crew on Facebook at Tuck Fly Shop, Instagram at Tuck Fly Shop, and YouTube at Tuckasegee Fly Shop for the latest information and instructional videos. Be sure to visit tuckflyshop.com for all things fly fishing in Western North Carolina and beyond. Remember, the online store is always open. For Bobby, the Bearded Wonder Bennett, Coach Dale Diesel Collins, I'm Shannon Big Mess Messer signing out for this week. Y'all go get some candy and let us know what you think. Take care.